All right, today we're going to be going over the Husqvarna 320iL battery powered string trimmer. So this string trimmer comes with a 4 amp hour 40 volt battery and a charger. The battery slides right into the back, locks in, and balances extremely well. Let's go ahead and talk about that. That's a big gripe that I have with a lot of weed eaters. The balance, especially for battery powered ones. They can get really front heavy where there's a big power head. So the balance is slightly forward, just how you want with a string trimmer, and that makes it very easy to hold with one hand and you're not fighting odd weight in the back. So if you look on the front of the string trimmer, it comes with multiple modes and they're worth talking about. Here's your power off and on button, a turbo button, which you're going to need for some thick grasses, and this is a really nice feature of this model right here. You can rotate the head clockwise or counterclockwise. So the nice thing about that rotation change, say you have a vehicle in one direction, windows, glass, anything such as that, you can actually rotate the head to throw material the opposite direction. That's going to be really nice if you're weed eating around stone or anything else that has the potential to fly out in the street or around your home. Well, change the direction, throw it the exact opposite direction. So the other thing I really like about this string trimmer right here, it's got a quick load head with different arrows that you just line up on the side, and you can actually spool this right in or right out. It's also a bump head to sling it out, but really easy to hand load. Because the head is dual rotating, you get a cutter on both sides to cut the string, and something really worth paying attention to. A lot of brands on the market have small cutting diameter heads. This one does a 16-inch swath. That's really nice and what you see typically on higher end units. There is a cable that runs all the way from the battery to the power head, but you can loosen this, fold it in half for more compact storage. Let's go ahead and fire this up. I've got some really thick grass here that we're going to cut in regular mode, and then I'm going to show you the turbo mode, how good that performs. So you can see I've really let all this grass grow up around these flower pots and citrus trees. That's going to be really thick, far thicker than the majority of people are going to weed eat. We're probably going to have to go right into turbo mode with that. So we'll start out in standard mode, which is going to be your battery saving mode. All right, you can see it just trimmed the string, and by the way, this does have a variable speed trigger, so you can kick the head on a slow mode or run it all the way up. So even though this grass is really thick, it's actually cutting it well in standard mode. So let's go ahead and turn on turbo mode. Now this is going to run your battery down quicker, but for really thick stuff, you're going to need this. So as you can see, that's got quite a bit more power and blows through this tough grass, no problems. Now Husqvarna does claim you get up to about a 30-minute run time in standard mode. Obviously you're going to get a little less if you run the turbo mode a lot. That should handle the majority of people's string trimming. I really like the variable speed when I'm trying to work around in delicate areas. All right, when your line runs short, just like on your typical string trimmer, just bump it on the ground while it's running and it'll dispense more line. All right, and that's the Husqvarna 320iL.